So a few of you asked me how you know which chords to use with which melody notes. So I'm going to show you that in this video here. The first thing you need is we picked a key, the key of F, and this is in the key of F as well. We have two staves. I'm going to use the top staff as a melody reference so that if you ever needed to look back, you could see that in the key of F. F was do, and G was re, and A was mi, and so forth. And then down here, underneath each of these melody notes, we're going to give our three possibilities. The reason there are only three possibilities is because a chord has three notes at this point. We have triads, so 1, 3, 5. So there's only going to be three possibilities given a note. So with that, the next thing we need is we need our reference of our key over here. So we're in the key of F, and I have a reference here of the chords so that we know that the one chord is FAC. If we need to look at that, we have it. The two chord is G, B flat, D, and so forth. So now we have a chord reference, we have a solfege melody reference, and now we are ready to go to figure out what our options are. So if we look at the first melody note here, do, if I'm in the key of F and I have a do, what harmony chords can I use with it? Can I use the one chord? Well, yes, because there's an F in that. Can I use the two chord? Right now, where we're at, no. There's no F in that chord, so do can't be in the two chord. I don't want to use a two chord to harmonize my F. Can I use a three chord? Is there an F in the three chord? No, so you can't use that one either, for now. In the four chord, I see an F. Therefore, that would also be one of my options. So down here, I'm going to write that I have the one chord, I have the four chord, and I have the six chord. Those are my options over here, and I kind of skipped ahead because 6 was the next one with F in it. So please forgive me on that, but that's what's next. And then if you look over here on the two chord, we have a G. Re is G, and you see 2, you skipped, then you see it's in the 5 chord, it's also in 7. This is becoming cumbersome, and I can't memorize it quickly, so we need a faster way, and I'm going to give that to you right now. But before I do, you need two things. We need our Arabic numbers going backwards twice, because we have 7 numbers in the scale: 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've given you your scale in Arabic numbers twice, and right next to it, because we're in harmony, we have to think in Roman numerals. I'm giving you the Roman numerals going backwards from 1 to 7 twice as well, so that we have that as a reference. So now, let's look at do again. Do used 1, 4, and 6. What's the pattern? Well, someone can argue you take the first one, in this case 1, and then you skip 2. That's your next one, you skip 1. But that might be too much to remember. What we found out today when we talked about it, we being myself and a couple other students, is that if I have the one note in the melody, or do, and I have the numbers going backwards, my options are 1, 6, and 4. If I skip every other one, so going back here now, those are my options on do. I can use a 1, a 6, or a 4 chord to harmonize it. What if I want to harmonize re? If re is in my melody, how do I harmonize it? Well, re is 2. And if I just go backwards every other one till I have 3, I have 2, 7, and 5. Those are my chord choices: 2, 7, 5. Now, let's look at mi, which is also 3. If I take 3, I can harmonize mi with a 3 chord, a 1 chord, and a 6 chord. But I'm going to use Roman numerals for that because that's how we think when we talk about harmony. 3, 1, and 6. Now let's look at fa, which is also 4. I'm going to go to the Roman numeral side so I can get you thinking both ways. Skip every other one, going backwards: 4, 2, 6. Those are my options. Now let's look at so, which is 5. Let's go back to Arabic just so I'm going back and forth with you. 5, 3, 1. Those are my choices: the 5 chord, 3 chord, the 1 chord. Those are the chords I can choose to harmonize that note. Now I have La right here. What can I use to harmonize La? Well, La is 6. So if I go backwards every other one, 6, skip, 4, skip, 2. Those are my options to harmonize La. And we have T now, which is 7. And the way you could harmonize that is you obviously have 7, skip, 5, skip, 3. So 7, 5, 3 are my options for that. And finally, we're back to 1, which is 1, 6, 4. And these are the notes right now for the melodies we're using in all the scales. So, I mean, you can either memorize what they are or just know that you start from whatever number you're on and go back every other one till you have 3 total. And that's basically how you pick your chord harmony to match your scale harmony. I hope this helped.